morning, good afternoon, good night. Sophia's Way here, back with a quick video. Y'all, last night I had a dream that kind of shook me, and I just wanted to share with y'all. And I'm the kind of person, I love to see airplanes take off and land. So in my dream, as I was driving, and I was in a car with my family, but you know, sometimes dreams are not so vivid. People, you know, appear, but you can't really tell who it is. So I know I was in the car with my family, and I was watching, we were watching airplanes take off, and this particular airplane just started showing out, from the airport. Now, it wasn't an air show or anything, it was from the airport. And this plane just started, taking off like usual. And then it just started turning to the side and doing all kind of fancy maneuvers. Now, it was a regular passenger airplane, normal, regular passenger airplane. And it started doing all kind of tricks and turns, and everybody just started, stopping in the cars and parking and just watching this one particular airplane do all these maneuvers that seemed like an airplane that size would not be able to do. So, as we were all in awe looking at this airplane, all of a sudden the airplane just stopped and it turned back around. It just made this sharp turn all the way back around, and it was facing us, but it was like facing the side of our car. So we was like, okay, so next thing you know, these bullets started coming out of the airplane, and one went in the front of our car, one went in the back of our car, and it just started shooting at all these random cars, but it really wasn't hitting the cars at first. So we was just trying to figure out what was going on with this airplane, why it's shooting at us, right? So something told us to just turn. I don't know, it's a dream, dreams are crazy, y'all. So something told me, tell everybody to just turn off the cell phone so they won't get a signal. I don't know what that meant. So I told everybody to turn off their cell phones, and once we all turn off our cell phones in our car, the airplane moved on. So it was like, well, what does that mean? And next thing you know, I was in a building. Next scene, in a building, a high-rise building, and I was with my children, and we turned our cell phones back on, and then here come the airplane again, and the airplane just started shooting through the building, but still it never hit anyone. So it really made me realize this is the cell phone. It has something to do with the cell phone. Turn off the cell phone again. They know where we at. The first time they could actually see us, but by us being in the building, they couldn't see us. So I'm like, it must be the cell phone. So we turned our cell phones off and the shooting stopped. So I'm like, is that a sign for me or for us to just sometimes disconnect from the world? Take time out to maybe be with family, read the Bible more, get in tune with God, because at the end of the day, we are here for a reason. We are here for a purpose. When we die, we're not going to just die and that's it. It's a greater purpose why we're here. And I saw this one particular celebrity, and I don't know if it was a TV interview or if it was a YouTube interview, but he ended up being on YouTube, and he said that, there's many paths to God. Everybody have their own beliefs, but there's many paths, but they all lead to this, one God. And I'm like, okay, he really disappointed me, because he always talked about how he was a Christian and coming up and he was in church, and, he would kind of make jokes around the church ladies and stuff. So when he said that really disappointed me about him, because there's only one path. At the end of the day, yeah, there's different roads, but you better be on that right road. So, I do believe in John 3:16 that God gave his only begotten son. Whoever believe him in him shall not perish, shall have everlasting life. I do believe that, and I believe that wholeheartedly. So at the end of the day, I don't know how this dream and what exactly it meant, but I just think that maybe sometimes just disconnecting, you know, from social media, you know, maybe one thing, maybe that's a thing, maybe that was something for me, just disconnect. And then in another part of the dream, I mean, you know how dreams kind of skip around. It's not like a story where it's just, you know, it just skip around. So in another part of the dream, everybody realized in the world that, okay, these airplanes are shooting at us because of our cell phones. So everyone had to literally get rid of their cell phones for these planes to just stop randomly shooting at people. So we had to go back to the landlines. I don't know about y'all. I don't have a landline. Everyone I know have a cell phone. So we was like, we're paying for a landline for no reason. So I don't have a landline. So, everyone, you know, we had to go back to the landlines. We had to go back to out and about stopping. They had to start putting the phone booths back out, and we had to make sure we had quarters in order to use the phone booths. It's like that dream was all over the place, but it felt so real. And I'm like, think about how if we went back to a world without cell phones, how would that be? You know, our children were born into a world of cell phones. So how would they be if we actually had to get rid of cell phones and go back to talking on the phone when we're at home? You know, if you're out and about in the mall, stopping at the phone booth and waiting for people to get off the phone in order to make communication with people. I mean, that dream was, it felt just so real. But anyway, I just said that to say sometimes we just have to disconnect from all the social media, and that dream just felt so real. Sometimes you just have to take your time and just go back to a slower pace of life. Sometimes, you know, and I don't know what it meant. Maybe someone could share some knowledge with me on what they think the dream meant. But I just had to share that because it felt so real, and it just felt so vivid, and it's been on my mind all day, and I just couldn't shake that feeling because it really felt like those airplanes were shooting at us because we had cell phones. How weird is that? But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I don't know exactly what that meant. You know, I just had to share that little piece with y'all. A little, you know, a little bit of my dream. But anyway, I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And yeah, I'll see y'all in my next video. God bless.